After all these weeks, I'm finally starting the journey to Dragon Slayer 2. But before I can face that final battle, I've got some serious training to knock out. If you're looking for a fun clan to hang out with while you progress, come join the clan. It's Anky Nexus. It's open all skill levels, all goals, whether you're chasing pets, maxing, or you just want to come vibe out. We also have our Discord link in the description if you want to come hang out. I do want to start working towards some stats for Dragon Slayer 2. We need to get 60 thieving for Dragon Slayer 2, so I think we need to go ahead and get our rogues outfit really quick. This is going to be our first run through the rogues den. This plugin should tell us just about everything we need, so it shouldn't take us too long to get done really. And we got it. We got the final piece. Let's grab ourselves the gloves. That is the full outfit complete. Now we can get 60 thieving and get double the money while we're doing it. I would really like to try to get that prayer scroll from Royal Titans to do Dragon Slayer 2 with. It'd just be nice having that little bit of extra range. We are going to hit a quick little herb run before the Royal Titan grind though. No, our Ardone herb is dead. That was a very successful herb run. We ended up with 175k in herbs. So we are not going to be on task for these Royal Titans right now. Hopefully we're able to hit pretty decent. I think we were hitting pretty okay on the Ice Titan before, so it shouldn't be too terrible. The Telly of Shame. Never lucky. So I've been doing this AFK wealthy citizen pickpocketing in Barlamore. It's actually kind of crazy. I was a little bit skeptical at first, didn't seem super AFK, but you get quite a bit of XP from this. That is 60 thieving using the house thieving method in Barlamore. I was getting like 85,000 thieving XP per hour. It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't done it yet. So the dragon crossbow only offers like 4 range bonus above the rune crossbow. So we're going to go ahead and just dump this back off. We don't really need it that bad. And I'd rather have 1 million in my bank account than, 4+ range bonus. We're going for our very first Avanto farm run. And the first patch has a dead herb in it. Dang it. Oh, this is the worst farm run yet. We had 2 dead herbs and we had like 3 dead watermelon patches. The next skill on the list that we want to get is level 50 construction. We went ahead and bought all the planks that we need. So we're going to go get 50 construction, hopefully really quick. I'm pretty sure that construction is super fast. It's just super expensive. All these costed me about $1 mil. We just hit 1300 total level. And that is 50 construction for Dragon Slayer 2. We can now make the portal chambers in the house so we can set up our own teleports, which will be actually super convenient. That is 52 construction. That is all the planks that we had. We're in the process of starting our little own player own house so that we can actually use it. We got a glory over here. We got our portal chamber. We got an altar right there. We're going to be able to get our demon butler. We can level up our construction without having to run back and forth to files. We need to get 55 woodcutting. We're sitting at 44 right now. We're going to try out forestry. I've never done forestry before, and I've heard that it's not too bad of a time. So we're going to get going on that, and hopefully we figure it out sometime soon. Forestry is not anything like what I thought it was going to be. I'm kind of confused as to what all this even is. I think I figured out this minigame. This is the second time it's happened. I haven't seen anything else come up just yet, though. So the drop rate for this scroll is 1 in 75. We're coming up on 75 KC, so I'm hoping that we get it here pretty soon. We're going to get a couple more runs in. And that is 81 KC at the Titans, and we are still dry. We're going to go hit another herb run, and then we're going to try to finish off this 55 woodcutting. My poor Falador patch is always just dead. We managed to get 55 woodcutting. We got it done. So if we take a look at Lunar Diplomacy, we still need 65 magic, 61 crafting, and 60 mining. We should be able to get going on that. We are only 1,000 XP away from magic, so we got that one covered already. So when I'm doing my herb runs, I'm marking a tile right here next to the leprechaun, then I'm writing down what teleport I need to do next. I know you guys probably don't need to do this, but for me, I feel like it's just super helpful. Sometimes I get distracted on what I'm doing and then I forget where I'm going next. And there is 60 mining. That is what we needed for Lunar Diplomacy. Now we just need to go get ourselves 61 crafting. I'm thinking about doing it with battle staffs. We're probably not going to make money buying the battle staffs, but we probably won't lose as much doing gems. On second thought, I do not think we're going to level up our crafting with battle staffs. That is an insane startup price. We're just going to buy some molten glass, do it the old-fashioned way, nice and cheap. 61 crafting done on mobile. We managed to get all the requirements we needed for Lunar Diplomacy, so we're going to go ahead and knock that out. Lunar Diplomacy complete. 5,000 magic, 5,000 rune crafting XP, and now we can use the lunar spells. My plan right now to get up to 70 magic is to use the Cure Me spell. Then once we get 70 magic, I think we're just going to burst our way up to 75. Iclarin's Little Helper complete. A Tale of Two Cats. Dream Mentor complete. 15,000 hit points, 10,000 magic XP, and a Dreamy Lamp. All right, while we've been sitting here trying to get 68 mining for Dragon Slayer 2, we've had a little project going on in the background. So we have our alt right here. Anky tries PvP, and we've been doing LMS. And we've been doing LMS for the rune pouch. We ended up getting 77 points, which is huge. We learned how to PK in the process also, which means we can go ahead and buy ourselves the rune pouch. That took a long time to get, but it was worth it. I had a lot of fun doing LMS. And I think that we might be okay in the wilderness now. And that is the rune pouch acquired. And there it is, 68 mining. That is the longest grind over with for Dragon Slayer 2. Now we just need to go ahead and get 70 smithing, 75 magic, and I believe 62 crafting. All right, so I think Blast Furnace is the move to get 70 smithing. Getting the 68 mining got us up to 1,767 gold ore, which means we have to buy another 10,665, which is gonna be 1.5 million almost. See if we can get it bought. We do. We're gonna go get all these smithed up, and at the end of this we should be at 70 smithing, and then we should be good. We might have to go make a little bit more money again before we start finishing out the rest of the Dragon Slayer grinds, but for right now we have 70 smithing banked. We're gonna sit here for the next few hours. It should only take a few hours to get done. I'm thinking maybe 3 hours, and then yeah, we'll be able to move on to the next skill. Huecoatl is down, and we get the task Huecoatl Champion from it. 3 rune scimitars on KC3. We got 5 kills of Huey done. Now we are back to the blast furnace for the next 20 levels. 60 smithing. We are halfway through our gold bars. 64 smithing. That brings us up to 1,400 total level. We just finished up 12,400 gold bars. Unfortunately, we messed up a couple times, which means we are going to have to smith a little bit more. That is 70 smithing. That is what we needed for Dragon Slayer 2. It took forever. We even had to go back and re-up on gold because we kept messing up. We ended up smithing in total 12,668 gold. That was insane, but we got it done. So we ended up spending about 1.5 mil on all the gold ore. We're going to sell off these gold bars right now, and hopefully we make a little bit back. It looks like we are going to make almost all of it back, actually. If they sell, we're just going to leave them in here to slow sell overnight. Hopefully they do sell. If not, it won't be too bad of a loss. Our gold bars managed to sell. We got 1.5 mil back out of it. That brings our cash stack to 1.79 mil. The next goal that we have in mind is 75 magic. And I think before we do that, we need a god cape. So we're going to go ahead and get the Mage Arena 1 cape done, and then we should be able to get the Mage Arena 2 finished up, just depending on how it looks out there in the wilderness today. We shouldn't have any issues unless we run into a PKer, but even if we do, we're not really risking too much, so we should be able to get through this pretty easily, and then we just have to cast the God spell, I believe, 200 times each one. And this should be the last one that we have to kill in order to get our first cape. Right now we just go collect our cape and our staff. Saradomin's my favorite and has always been my favorite, so that's who we're going to have to go for. I think we can get multiple capes at least. I don't know about the staffs. Get a few of these just in case we get PK'd out there. Guthix and Zamorak. All right, we have all 3 staffs. We have all 3 capes. Now we just need to go cast it. I believe 200 times or maybe 100 times. There is Saradomin's Strike unlocked. Zamorak. And Guthix unlocked. Now it's time to go try to get Mage Arena 2 done. It turns out we need 75 magic in order to do Mage Arena 2, so it looks like we are going to have to finish off this grind with a normal God Cape, which is fine. We should be able to get 75 pretty quick. That is 75 magic. It actually unlocks quite a bit of the game for us. We can now do Royal Titans by ourselves. We don't have to rely on other people to do Royal Titans. That is the requirement that we need for Dragon Slayer 2. 45 Herblore. We're now able to do the Legends quest. There is 62 crafting, and with that, we have all the skill requirements we need for Dragon Slayer 2. We just need to go finish up the Legends quest, and then we should be good to start it. Oh, might as well do Herblore. Brings us all the way up to 55. That is insane. That is Legends quest complete. That gives us 4 quest points. I do believe, yep, that is enough to do Dragon Slayer 2. That means all the requirements have been met. Now all we need to do is do it. We're back at the duel arena, getting ready to imbue some more stuff. We're learning how to PK. It's not too bad. Oh, we didn't catch the freeze on that. Got him there. Swap to range, maybe? It's pretty easy, pretty quick points. 22 right there. We only need 600. We're getting 3 imbue scrolls this time around. I think we're on a 6 win streak. Looks like we got a real fight here this time. Dude's not just running away. Did we get a freeze? We did. Okay, he swapped to range, which means we get to take out the Dragon Claws and hopefully just one tap him. Oh, just like that. Okay, catch him with the Dragon Claw right here. Boom! We stayed at the duel arena for a little bit longer than I think we were planning to, but we ended up getting 800 points, which means we can get 4 of these imbues. I'll be able to get my Berserker Ring imbued, I'll be able to get my Salve Amulet imbued, and then I'll have 2 imbues left over for whatever we need them for. We need to enchant our Salve Amulet. We already got it imbued, so we made it all the way down to Tarn's Lair. It was kind of a pain in the butt, that maze that it makes you go through. I just spent all my Slayer points on the Slayer helmet, so I couldn't buy the ring. But we're gonna go ahead and kill Tarn really quick, and then we should have our enchanted Salve Amulet for Vorkath. And there is Tarn's Diary, and I believe that is what we enchant our Salve Amulet with. And that's the Salve Amulet EI. Okay, we are doing the Mage Arena 2 cape right now. We found Zamorak. We are right next to the Chaos Ellie though, which kind of sucks because he keeps coming out and smacking us. I think we found a world where we're able to kill Zamorak without being attacked by the Chaos Elemental, so hopefully we make through it without seeing any PKers. We almost have him down, but we are down to like 2 food left right now. Okay, we got Zamorak down. We got the Demon's Heart. We just got to make it back to the Mage Bank. It does look like we're gonna make it back. Okay, we are safe with the Demon's Heart. That's Sarah Doman down. The Justiciar's Hand. We are completely out of food. We have 1 brew and 2 restores, so hopefully we make it back again. It is now time to go find Guthix. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be east of the Rogue's Castle, which is sketchy because there's always a lot of PKers over here. It's just that Rogue's Chest update. Oh wait, it might be a little bit further this way. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think Saradomin was by far the hardest. He froze me and then he hit me with his sword and it brought me in and I was stuck just tanking. Ton of hits from him. And that is Guthix down. All right, we got the Ents Roots, and that should be the final thing that we need to do to get our imbued God Cape. And we are safe. Let's grab all of our capes out of the bank. And we have our imbued God Cape. It's going to give us a plus 2% to magic damage and plus 15 magic attack bonus. And it just looks so good. It is time to start Dragon Slayer 2. So, thinking about it, our stats are not amazing. We should be able to finish the quest though, and I'm hoping that we can get some struggle kills of Vorkath to make a little bit of money in the process. We're going in for our first boss fight against Robert the Strong. I know that he has a pretty crazy mechanic where he can deal up to 60 damage. I think when he does it, we just run behind the pillar. I'm pretty sure this fight should not be too terrible. Just pray ranged and knock him down. This zombie axe is so strong. That is Robert the Strong down. All right, so we are here at Vorkath. We have 75 ranged right now. We got ourselves a Divine Bastion potion. And we're gonna hop in. We got some pretty crazy specs right off the rip with the ruby bolts, which definitely helped out. It got him to like half health within the first few hits. That was kind of crazy. Okay, he's down to 71 health. That was a big hit. We are hitting. We are hitting. Okay, we got him down. That was pretty quick and easy. First try. We went through almost no food too. That was perfect. All right, that maze was insane. We made it here with 0 food left over, but we did make it. That is all 4 pieces of the dragon key. It turns out we cannot go into the whirlpool until we finish the barbarian training, so it's time for a little side quest. All right, so I really did want to finish out the barbarian training, but these mithril dragons are insane. You can kill like maybe 2 in inventory. But I think since we unlocked this dungeon down here, we should be able just to finish out the quest now. So we're going to run back up there, grab our stuff, and then finish out Dragon Slayer 2. We have made the dragon key, and we are beginning the final battle. Galvek will be the final boss. I think that we have to go ahead and kill a bunch of different metal dragons before we do that. That is the first dragon down. Iron dragon down. Brutal green dragon is down. I'm pretty sure most of the damage that I'm taking is from failing all these obstacles. Okay, it looks like we made it to our very first checkpoint. I do think I'm going to be able to keep going though. I still have a ton of supplies, so we should be able to at least make it to the next checkpoint. Okay, these guys are all trying to melee me, which I wasn't thinking was going to happen. I guess these are blue dragons. I was thinking that was a mithril, so never mind. We're good. So we just have 2 normal blue dragons and 2 normal green dragons here. Okay, that is the 2 blue and 2 green dragons down. Now we have to sit here and watch Galvek. He'll be dumping fire bombs on us while we're trying to kill the other dragons. Bob just got KO'd. Yeah, this black dragon is super tanky. It is taking a minute for me to get him down, so I'm kind of worried about the other dragons that are going to be popping up. I think we fight one more dragon, and then that should be a checkpoint. We have the brutal red dragon that we have to fight. The brutal red dragon has been defeated. That means we are able to go resupply, and we're going to go grab some ranging potions for the next section. This next section, we're going to be fighting a mithril, an adamant, and a rune dragon. I don't know if we're going to be making it through this rune dragon. We might have to go rebank. Yep, we are teleporting away. Okay, he is quite a bit lower than he was last time. We still have quite a bit of food. We just can't be standing on the electricity like we just were. We are down to 2 food left, and we just are not hitting whatsoever. And he just healed for a 27. And we had to teleport away again. He was so close to going down, though. So we went and bought the dragon crossbow, and we got 200 diamond boltsy and 200 ruby boltsy. So hopefully that should be enough to get us through this boss fight. I just don't know how I'm supposed to kill Galvek if I can't kill this rune dragon. We have a chance. Hang on. We have no food. And the rune dragon is down. We did it. We killed the rune dragon. Now all we have left is to fight Galvek. I think it's more mechanical than it is just straight DPS, and these ruby bolts should help me bring his health down quite a bit. So I think that we have a pretty decent chance of this. We only have 100k left in the bank, so hopefully we don't die because it cost 100k in order to get my stuff back. So if we do die, we might just end up having to sell off like our zombie axe or something and get a few more attempts at it. So yeah, here we go. Hopefully we manage to survive. Starting off with a big spec. That's beautiful. 2 of them in a row. That's what we like to see. 3 of them in a row. Instantly took him to the next phase. That was perfect. Okay, we'd like to see that. We'd like to see that. Oh, we almost got hit by that fireball. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so now it is to the water phase, and I believe this is where he starts doing the waves. So we're gonna drink our Bastion Potion. Okay, the water phase. Okay, so it does not look like I can attack when I'm this far back. Okay, we know that now. No way that hit us. Oh, that was going so good. Well, that was the rest of our bank, so we're gonna have to sell off something in order to afford to collect our stuff back, which is unfortunate. We should have definitely not have died right there. I thought that I was far enough away. That was my fault. That was my fault. I cannot believe that I threw that run. We had the perfect start. We got 3 Ruby Bolt procs. At the very beginning, we skipped the whole first phase, and then we died to a fireball. Let's go ahead and buy back our stuff. Then we're gonna go re-gear, and then we'll give it another attempt. Okay, we are down to 0 sharks, but we have brews. We just need one more good hit. One more good hit. Yes! Okay, that's Galvek down. We got him. We got him down. We got him down. That was the 3rd attempt. We got Galvek down. Poor Bob. That is Dragon Slayer 2 complete. 80,000 smithing, 60,000 mining, 50,000 agility, and 50,000 thieving XP. That is huge. Brings us up to 71 smithing, 62 agility, and 61 thieving. That does mean that we can finally use the shortcut up to Konar, which is going to be amazing for Slayer. I do believe that we get some extra XP when we talk to these guys, though. We are going to dump it into ranged. And that gave us a whole level. That is 76 ranged. With the leftover supplies we have from Dragon Slayer 2, we are going to try to attempt a Vorkath kill. It shouldn't go too bad. I know that he's going to be a lot stronger than he was in the quest, but we also have a dragon crossbow. We got some good bolts and the salve. So let's go ahead and get a kill, huh? Let's get our first KC. I think as long as we are paying attention, then we should not die. Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay, so apparently we cannot shoot at him while we're walking. And that is our first Vorkath KC. KC number 1. That first kill came out to be 167k. That almost paid for my deaths. I think we're going to try to get our money's worth out of the supplies that we bought. I think it'll be a better move anyways, just to learn Vorkath with some better stuff and hopefully make some more money along the way. With our stats right now, we definitely are not going to be able to do anything more than 1 kill a trip. But that 1 kill a trip is good enough for me for right now. We managed to get it done. KC number 2. With the dragon plate leg drop. That is beautiful. Potatoes might not be the move. We are running low on food already. And he's not even halfway down. We are down to 2 potatoes and he has 188 health. There is a chance. Alright, we are out of food. He has 111 health. We are going to try our best to get him down. Okay, we tanked that range. We did not tank that one. But he is down. We snuck that one out. It is KC 3. Chaos runes and diamond bolt tips on KC 4. That was by far the worst drop we've gotten so far. On KC 5, we get 17 dragonstone bolt tips, 30 green dragon hide. I did think I was going to get a combat task on the 5th kill, but it might be 10. We're going to get our loot sold off, and hopefully we make a little bit of that money back, because that was a huge dent to get that quest done, but it was well worth it. So I think what we're going to do is just finish off the rest of these bolts at Vorkath, and once these are gone, depending on how much money we've made, probably just end up going back to the regular diamond and ruby bolts E. It shouldn't be too much of a DPS difference, but that way we'll be able to, you know, sell the dragon crossbow and get quite a bit of money back and make upgrades in other places that we need. I'm pretty happy with how today went. We managed to get Dragon Slayer 2 done. We ended up getting 5 kills of Vorkath. All in all, it wasn't too bad, but the kills could be more efficient. So I think what we're gonna do is spend the rest of our day sitting here AFKing at the gemstone crab. I'm hoping to get 80 ranged before I start Vorkath again. I don't think 80 ranged will be perfect, but I think we will be able to kill him a lot more efficient than we were. I will catch you guys in the next episode.